Americans are struggling with higher prices, and when Judy Chu demanded answers from Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, the hearing took a surprising turn almost nobody expected.
Recently, President Trump proudly claimed that he doesn't think about Americans' financial situation when it comes to the war with Iran. So I want to ask you, Secretary Bessent, do you agree with President Trump that you also do not care about Americans' financial situations?
Congresswoman, who was the president during World War I?
Can you,
No,
are you refusing to answer my question?
No, I'm asking, who was the president during World War I?
I don't know, but clearly you
So
are
you
not
don't know who the
answering my
president during
question.
World War I was.
So,
But let me tell
so
you.
I'm clearly getting the idea that you do not want to answer whether you agree with President Trump that you do not care about Americans' financial situations.
President Trump does care about Americans' financial situation.
Well, he actually said that he doesn't.
No, that is a truncated thing, like everything is, that he is future-proofing, because I can tell you, Americans' financial situations would be devastated if Iran got a nuclear weapon and there was a permanent shutdown of the flow of energy out of the Middle East.
Well, then let me ask you, was your
prediction? I promise you that
I'm taking my time back.
I will promise you that President Woodrow Wilson, who was president during World War I, that the Germans did not attack us. That he got into that. It was
Well, you're not answering the question, so let me ask this.
And I guarantee
was your
you,
prediction
President
that Americans
Woodrow
would
Wilson
face
felt the same
only
thing,
50 days
Congresswoman.
of temporary elevated prices wrong? You said that Americans would face only 50 days of temporary elevated prices. Was that wrong, since actually, of course, we're at 100 days now?
How much have gasoline prices come down from the peak? 7%. Crude prices are down more than 20%, and gasoline prices follow crude prices.
Well, then reclaiming my time.
Those are inconvenient facts.
Reclaiming my time, gas prices are up by 50% since Trump war started, and up nearly 30% from last year. Diesel and jet fuel prices have risen even faster because refining markets are strained. Utility costs have soared due to higher natural gas and fuel input costs, and that means commutes, home heating and electricity, airline tickets, and delivery fees are all more expensive. And how about grocery prices? They jumped more in April than they did in nearly 4 years since when Biden was president. Beef is up by 15%, tomatoes are up by 40%, bread and milk are up 8% and 5% compared to 3 months ago. And it's those lower income households that are hardest hit by Trumpflation. They're forced to cut back on spending.
I know it's an inconvenient.
Excuse me, it's my time,
I know it's an
but
inconvenient fact, but
I know that it'd be hard for a
food
billionaire like
prices
you
are
to
up.
imagine how these lower income households would be hit by inflation. And in fact, Trump said he couldn't care less about higher car prices for Americans. Do you agree with that statement?
I believe that food prices are up food at home, 2.5% since President Trump took office. I know that's an inconvenient fact for you. You're from California. Maybe you care about avocado prices. Maybe you want them higher, but they're down 19%.
Well, all you have to do is to go to the grocery store to see that beef is up by 15%, tomatoes are up by 40%, and bread and milk are up by 8%.
You don't get to pick and choose. It is a basket, and the basket is up 2.5%. During the Biden era, it was up 5%
Well,
a year.
you paint such a rosy picture.
5% a year.
But I think Americans are not experiencing this rosy picture that you paint. They are asking, are my wages keeping up with costs? Can I afford the things that my family needs? And I'm afraid the answer is no.
I'm afraid you're incorrect, because we had real wage increases every month since President Trump took office, except for the month of April. So I know the facts don't align with your narrative, but please, you're entitled to your opinion.
Your narrative is not lining up with what Americans are experiencing right now.
You're entitled to your opinion, not your own facts.
I yield back.
Mr. Hearn.
Mr. Secretary, it's good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Great to be here.
And I can see you're talking a lot about the facts. The facts are, is during the 4
A heated confrontation erupted during a congressional hearing when Representative Judy Chu challenged Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent over inflation, gas prices, and the economic impact of the conflict with Iran. Chu argued that Americans were promised rising prices would be temporary, But nearly 100 days later, many families are still paying more for gas, groceries, utilities, and other everyday expenses. Bessent pushed back, insisting that key economic indicators show improvement and accusing critics of ignoring the data. As the exchange intensified, both sides accused each other of cherry-picking facts, turning the hearing into a broader debate over whether official economic statistics reflect what Americans are actually experiencing. Watch the exchange and decide for yourself who made the stronger case.